Gentle sleep. Let your thoughts float softly like clouds. Tonight, I'll tell you the story of a girl who became a queen. Her name was Esther. A long time ago, in a land of tall towers and golden gates, there lived a girl named Hadassah. She was kind, quiet. She didn't have a mother or a father, but she had a cousin named Mordecai, who raised her with care and love. They were part of a people called the Israelites, people who believed in God and followed His ways. Even though they lived far from home, one day something strange happened in the kingdom. The king who ruled over many lands wanted a new queen. And so, girls from everywhere were brought to the palace. Hadassah was one of them. The palace was big, full of bright colors, shiny floors, and unfamiliar rules. There, she was given a new name, Esther. Esther didn't know anyone there. She didn't even tell them she was an Israelite. She just listened, watched, waited, and stayed kind. When the king saw Esther, he liked how gentle she was, how she didn't try too hard to impress. There was something peaceful about her. And just like that, he made her queen. But the story didn't stop there. Far from the palace, Esther's cousin Mordecai heard some troubling news. A man named Haman, an advisor to the king, was angry at Mordecai. And instead of just being angry at one man, Haman made a plan to get rid of all the Israelites, all of Esther's people. A letter was sent across the kingdom. On a certain day, the Israelites will be in danger. When Mordecai found out, he sent a message to Esther. "You must speak to the king," he said. "Maybe you became queen for this very reason." But Esther was afraid. In that time, you couldn't just walk in to see the king, even if you were a queen. If he didn't want to see you, you could be punished, even gone forever. So Esther waited and prayed and fasted for 3 quiet days. And then she put on her royal robe, stood tall, and walk slowly into the king's court. The king looked up and he smiled. He held out his golden scepter. That meant she could speak. Esther didn't shout. She didn't cry. She asked him to come to dinner. Just the king, Haman, and her. At dinner, she didn't say much. She invited them again to a second dinner. And only then, when the moment felt right, Esther looked at the king and said, "There is a plan to harm my people. If it happens, I will be taken too, because I am one of them." The king was surprised. He had no idea. He asked, "Who would do such a thing?" As he looked at Haman, the king grew angry. Haman was punished. The plan was stopped, and the people were safe. Mordecai was honored, and Israelites celebrated. And Esther stayed in the palace, still quiet, still kind. But now she was known as the queen who was brave enough to speak when it mattered the most. And that is the story of Esther. Good night, sleep well, and may you have a gentle sleep.